What's up, fam? Hey, this is a follow-up to one of the videos I put out a few videos ago. I think it was 3 or 4, maybe. I'm not sure. Concerning police that slammed a teen in Brusly, what was it? Brusly, Louisiana, I believe it was. Yeah, Brusly, Louisiana. Well, today the police officers were indicted for slamming the 14-year-old boy. But let's hold because police officers always for some reason seem to get off. So an indictment don't really mean nothing. All that is just a jury saying that there's enough evidence to take it to court. And but so that really doesn't mean nothing in my opinion. But yes, it does put it out there that they can be tried in the court of law, and they could be sentenced, or could be fined, or could be given probation, or a number of things. It just depends on the record that these police officers have. A grand jury indicted them for alleged slamming the 14-year-old. I don't know why they say allegedly. It's on the videotape. Slamming to the little kid at the middle school. The Anthony Kip Dupree and Dan Capriciano, I think that's his name, how you pronounce it. Those are two officers that was charged by the grand jury. Obviously, there was enough evidence for the grand jury to do this. So, hey, kudos to the grand jury. People need to be held accountable. And I'm going to tell you the truth, a lot of this stuff would not be happening without that great invention called the video camera. So it caught them on camera, and they cannot dispute the fact that they did not slam a 14-year-old kid. I mean, the officer that slammed them big time was an officer that was twice his weight. Kip Dupree. Okay, his nickname is Kip. So he definitely was dominant in that situation. So he should have took a little bit better resolve when you're dealing with teenagers, because teenagers could drive you completely nuts. You might want to slap the living crap out of them, but sometimes you have to doggone be the adult rather than the doggone child. Okay. The student lawyer, which is Kwame Asante, told the advocate that before the police encountered the boy was put in detention for swearing on the playground, and then he had an argument with a teacher over the length of his punishment. Okay, so this is where it all started. I guess somebody in the office called the police because it did get into a heated argument. I guess I'm only going by what I've read and what I probably think that happened. But these police officers were charged with malfeasance. I believe I pronounced that right, or which is wrongdoing, and simple battery. Okay, and this happened on October 5th. You know, Bree said he got into a physical when the boy reached for his gun. Well, I tell you, there's no evidence, no finding that the young man reached for any weapon or tried to take an officer's weapon. That's not the evidence. Scott Chabert, an assistant district attorney in West Baton Rouge Parish, told the news. So, is the cop lying? I don't know. Videotape does not show that this young kid was reaching for the gun or whatever. Maybe they recorded it. Well, you can't say it because the video was on 24 hours, so it picked up everything. So we don't know for sure, but it's going to come out in trial because they are going to trial, and they need to be held accountable for this. The Louisiana State Police Department investigated whether the officers used excessive force. Well, obviously they did because they was indicted by the grand jury. The state police did not find clear-cut felony criminal actions by these officers. However, as promised, that's why we have grand juries in West Baton Rouge Parish. Okay, so the police, that's called taking care of your own. So they didn't find no evidence, but the jury did. Clearly, the jury found that it was enough evidence to take this to court. So that's what I talk about. Police always take care of their own. They always do that. Okay. The case will now go to trial. The board's attorney called the minor charges against the officer a slap on the wrist. It's a minor charge, but yet, nevertheless, it's going to go on a record if they get convicted. This young man will still be dealing with this for a long time, according to his lawyer, adding that he sustained ongoing physical injuries and has attended counseling. His grandmother is particularly determined to hold the officers accountable. And she should. She should hold the officers accountable, and she should hold the school accountable. This right here should have never doggone went out. You know, I teach people when I was in the military. I used to teach my soldiers or anybody really to try to keep things to the lowest level. If you can solve problems at the lowest level, then you don't. There won't be a bunch of this right here stuff. Keep it at the lowest level. Now, once it goes above your level, then obviously you need to intervene. You need to bring somebody else in that could do it. Now, they could have did that at school. Somebody, whoever doggone called the police, should slap themselves. Basically, slap the living crap out of their own self, because this should have never happened. Okay, people so quick to pick up the phone and call the police officers for what? Okay, if it's life and death, I got it. But if it's something like a simple argument, were you going to call the police? If you're going to argue with somebody in your home, you're going to call the police because you're in an argument? No, you're not going to do that. Okay? You're going to either walk away, or now if you get into confrontation, then yeah, you need to call a police officer. I mean, as far as physical confrontation. Okay, then yeah, police should intervene in that. But if it's just a simple argument, a heated argument, then if it's no punches thrown or anything like that, then no, you should not be calling the police. This right here could have changed into something else. Okay? Glad it didn't. So the results of this right here, what officers has done, is now they have been put under the the watchful eye of the citizens of parish. They're gonna anything that happen that these police officers do in the future, if they don't get fired, which I don't think they will. The citizens are going to doggone make sure that these police officers are held accountable. Okay, so the grandmother is definitely going to hold them accountable. She's going to probably end up suing, okay, which she should. And she should sue the school, too, for the dumb person that called, okay. And hopefully that doesn't take that long. Hopefully they can settle this in a good manner, maybe out of the court or something. But school definitely need to issue an apology. And these two officers need to issue an apology. You got to understand now, what if I picked up your son, 14-year-old son, and slammed him? Or what if somebody else your size picked up your son or your daughter and slammed them? You got to think about that yourself, okay? Which I don't think, honestly, that this young kid was trying to go for your gun. Not with all this police like pulling the gun out quick and shooting, killing people. Okay, yeah, they do that. But I don't know. Videotape doesn't show it, so we'll see. The Louisiana Police Department says that the investigative report has been turned over to the West Baton Rouge District Attorney for the handling of the case. And the officer resigned in November, according to the advocate. So I guess they did resign, both of the officers. I thought they didn't, or they didn't get fired. I guess it's best to resign than to get fired. But hey, that right there just tells you alone, if somebody resigned, then maybe they are guilty or something. Okay, unless you just can't get along with someone. That's probably the only reason, because these guys probably would still have their job, but there's a lot of pressure on these officers. So this is going to be stapled to every resume that they ever put out there. Now, somebody else is going to pick them up. We know that. They're law enforcement officers. Somebody's going to pick them up. Okay, but they're going to be carrying baggage with them, which is going to doggone go with them anywhere they go. Okay, so hey, this right here is trending. It just not hit the press, so please, if you like the content I'm bringing you, consider subscribing. Subscribe. I'm trying to grow this platform. Hey, don't forget to comment, because this is come back around. So comment, please, on this video, and if you like it, hit like. I'm trying to get let's get 100 likes for this video. Let me get 100 likes for this video, okay? 100 likes, and also, hey, hit the bell, because there's going to be more videos coming your way. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.